Hey everybody, Rico here. Hope you guys are doing well. Because Japan and their public transportation system apparently is not. There's something going on now with Japan and their beloved bullet train system and how it all just kind of connects even to all these other instances on public transportation. When Japanese society is supposed to be very peaceful, there's always these weird random instances that make you go, what the hell is happening? And you just imagine just being on the train and going about your day and just running into an event like this, and it's just like, hell no, I don't want this to happen. So we have recently, there have been news of another random chemical spill that happened on a bullet train as it was headed toward Tokyo.
Shinkansen bullet train in northeastern Japan on October 9th. The owner of the bag and 3 others sustained burns. The video shows the bag emitting white gas.
It was just a normal, uneventful day for many people, and they were going about getting to their destinations. And then out of nowhere comes this random man with this substance in his bag. And it started to spill out the bag. And people saw it and they're like, your bag is leaking. And then it's leaking and it's smoking. So many people, they're like, you need to get control of that. What is that? How are we supposed to handle this? We got enough problems with people attacking people as the Joker, stabbing people, people trying to stuff their way into subways, and now we have this. We've already had an issue with chemical attacks and people not knowing, what is this supposed to actually be. So his pants become damaged. There was a man outside of the seating area. There's like a place between the cars on these bullet trains, and he's like, it spilled out of the plastic bottle. Plastic bottle? You had this stuff in a plastic bottle. It's leaking and smoking. He gets up out of his seat. He is spilling this stuff all through the aisles on this train. People smell it. They start gagging, feeling lightheaded. Nobody knows what's going on. They don't know if this is some random weirdo attack. They don't know if this is just something like a joke for Halloween. They don't know what's going on. There's so many weird random stuff going on in Japan, especially around this time of year. And people started to get injured. There were people that slipped and fell in it. They got up, tried to see what was going on. They flipped this and slip and slide. Oh my god, oh no. Burnt body parts, burnt their hands. It started first with a little kid. He got up, he slipped and fell right in it. I know he got all types of diaper rash. I mean, if he didn't experience that as a baby, he experienced it as a toddler. His whole bottom got burnt up. Parents tried to help him. Their hands got burnt. The people that were working the car, that were supposed to be, the staff, they were getting sick. And many people were like, where did this come from? Why was this in a plastic bottle and not in another case? So the man finally comes out and he says, I was doing geological surveys and I was supposed to take this, from point A to point B. I was taking it to Tokyo with me. I had it in this plastic bottle. I have never known any scientist around the world to have something that can burn your flesh in a plastic bottle. Make it make sense. I want you all to please make this make sense. He had it in a plastic bottle in a carry-on luggage bag. And the top's not even screwed on it. You would think that it probably actually disintegrated the plastic bottle. And he got the okay to carry this on the train in front of people, around people, and it wasn't like packed away safely. This is weird. It makes me think, like, did you steal this stuff? Did they really know that you were transporting this stuff and that it was supposed to go to Tokyo? Did you steal this? Because I've never heard that. Normally they have it in a vial, they have it packed away in this case, then they have another case, then another case, and then they put it in a duffel bag. You know, like, there's supposed to be no human contact with anything like this. And to know that this is another problem, people were saying that it reminded them of another chemical attack. And, you know, people throw chemicals on other people when they have revenge plots in their head. The bullet train is supposed to be something for everyone to enjoy. It started in the 60s. It was supposed to be to help the economic boom of Japan and connecting the major cities of Tokyo and Osaka to people who couldn't normally get to these places, and they can now get to them faster than they normally would. It is a wonderful just contraption that they made. It's about like 4 cars, and there's also been like analyzing how it was created and how they used electricity and they controlled the electricity and put it through this narrow channel, and then using that to, you see when the bullet train actually pulls into the station, it is on wheels. But then as it leaves the station, it slowly loses its wheels, and they actually use magnets to make this train levitate in the air. So, you know, we were talking about the future and cars flying. This is like the closest that we've gotten. This is the closest that mankind has gotten. And to see how fast it goes, you know, like I couldn't imagine trying to jump in front of it. I couldn't imagine riding on the outside of it. You would fly off. In both situations, you probably would fly all over the place. The workers and the employees that work so hard to make all the passengers' experiences the best that they can. Those workers, they have 7 minutes from the time that the bullet train stops to clean the seats, clean everything. They have not a second to spare. And they do this every single shift.
As the last passenger has alighted, Higuchi's race against the clock begins. Higuchi has exactly 7 minutes to get the 98 seats in her carriage spick and span. That's a maximum of 12 seconds per row. It means wiping the tables, putting the seats upright, raising the blinds, and straightening the headrest.
Luggage rack, check. All blinds, check. Seats, check. Seat direction, check.
Then it's the high-tech cleaner's turn. With the help of a thermographic camera, this employee detects any liquids that have been spilled. The low temperature of damp spots appears in blue on his display. This bow is for the passengers.
That's dedication right there. And to know that they had to clean up somebody's chemical spill because they were acting dumb and stupid. I don't even know how they got that up. What possesses people to do these things? And to do it and think that what they're doing is logical. And that they don't look like a doofus or like a donkey. Like, there's donkeys that are smarter that would know not to take the flammable chemical into their place of meeting with the other donkeys. Really? Really, you guys? I mean, I'd rather just be on the regular subway and getting jammed into the car. I remember seeing the footage of the people being jammed into the car, and that has to be so uncomfortable. And then the driver and the people are trying to smush the people into the. Imagine doing that on a bullet train. Ugh. I'm picturing it. I really am. But yeah, you guys, there's a lot of weird stuff that's happening in the world. Watch your surroundings. If you see anything weird, it's probably best that you stay clear of it. Watch puddles in the floor. Watch where you step. If it looks weird, it probably is weird. Do not try to be brave and step into things, slip and slide into stuff, touch things. You might lose your hand, your feet. You might burn your whole body and have burns for the rest of your life. I hope the people that suffered this are okay and that they heal. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also a blog in East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thank you guys for watching. Put below how you feel about this. How do you feel about being a part of this chemical attack spill, weird joke, unorthodox way of transporting? Yeah. Have you ever been around chemicals? Have you ever been burnt by any? Put below what is your experience. And I'll see you in the next video.